Nagasaki, what I saw was just flattened.
Jack Ford has seen nuclear war.
I don't think we could see from where we were, perhaps a mile, mile and a quarter away. I don't think there was one building standing. Everything was just flattened.
Jack Ford is from Newfoundland. He was at Nagasaki that August morning. He saw it happen. Ford was a 21-year-old airman captured by the Japanese after the fall of Singapore. He was taken to Nagasaki as a prisoner of war to work in the shipyards there. He's kept some souvenirs of Nagasaki, the announcements the camp commander released. In this case, the announcement that the war was over.
Both Japan and the Allies stopped fighting under an agreement, and truce will be signed shortly.
And he's kept his mess kit. For 4 years, he ate nothing but rice. Terrible memories, but nothing approaches the horror of that morning. The morning Jack Ford watched a nuclear war.
And about 11 o'clock in the morning on a beautiful clear day, much like today actually, there wasn't a cloud in the sky, and suddenly, as I was about to go to get the bucket of green tea for the group, a blast struck us. And when I looked towards Nagasaki, the sky had just blackened, and the mushroom was just gone up miles in the air. The next thing we felt, of course, was the intense heat. Of course, when we felt that, we just struck the ground. Now, by that time, there were people running and screaming in all directions.
For Ford, it was a miracle. He wasn't even scratched. He still can't believe it. For others, it was a Holocaust.
They were in a terrible situation, absolutely terrible. Their flesh was burnt like a piece of raw meat. And there were many, and they were screaming, and we just couldn't visualize what had transpired. And I looked up in the sky, and I saw this aircraft. Just a single aircraft, actually. There wasn't a shot fired at it. There wasn't a fighter went after it.
Jack Ford didn't know then precisely what had happened, but he did sense that it would change everything.
Much different, and I sincerely hope there's never another one dropped on any human being. It was absolutely out of this world. It's something you couldn't explain, because we had thought, perhaps, and many of us had said, it's the end of the world. It was just that bad.
The end of the world? Well, not that time, but almost certainly the next time, if there is one. Dan Bjarnason, CBC News.